Hey everybody, taking a break from a purgatory of my own creation to make a video about the latest set of Alpha Clash, Genesis Returns. Yeah, I got sent a bunch of stuff, like a preview pack, a booster box, and a starter deck set featuring 2 of the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse. Like, literally. But you know, on the subject of boxes, you know me and my boxes, I feel that the ones used for the pre-release kits are kind of bare. I mean, why not include a blurb on the back about the current story, or at least the contents of the box? They paid for all of this real estate after all, why not use it? Also, after opening these packs, something tells me I should be making a Kohdok deck. I'm not really sure what it is. As its name implies, this new set centers around a character called Genesis, who is an ancient threat from the previous clash that happened on Earth ages and ages ago, and who is here to form his own Legion of Doom to answer Planet Earth's version of S.H.I.E.L.D. Genesis has a powerful gimmick where he can play cards from his resource row as long as he replaces it with a card in his hand, making every card in the player's hand a copy of every card in the resource row, including clash buffs. Very dangerous on a 30 hit point body. We also get our first playable Kohdok contender. Kohdok has been there from set 1 as actually a pretty good super rare who pops a card when he gets played and can just fly over most threats to finish off a lot of games. A lot of these contenders have been here from the beginning actually. This Kohdok strategy involves getting out all 4 of his special dragon weapons, equipping them, and then using them to transform into a mighty dragon form. Shadow Light got a gimmick in the form of a flipping contender between his dark and light forms, and of course the return of everybody's favorite, the Avenging Guy!
He's the Avenging Guy, Avenging Guy, he's Avenging Guy.
This set also introduces the Bound mechanic, this game's answer to multi-type cards in the resource row. While the game has had a couple of multi-type cards here and there, it was restricted by the unrivaled once per deck mechanic. Genesis Returns introduces a real smattering of multi-type cards, one for every color pairing, but in an interesting twist, they have opted to go against type for the genre and made it so that these cards enter untapped and ready. The downside is you can only have 1 copy of any one bound card in your resource row. So you don't lose tempo, but cannot rely on multi-types. And considering that all of them are otherwise still just vanilla cards, they might be a little tricky to build around. And on the subject of Unrivaled, it is worth noting that this game uses a legendary rarity akin to how Flesh and Blood does it, in that not every box is guaranteed to get a card of this rarity. To my understanding, it's 1 in 6, but every single one released has the unrivaled keyword, meaning you can only have 1 copy of that card in your deck, meaning you will only ever need 1 copy overall, and none of these cards really overlap, so odds are each deck will only ever need 1 legendary card, period. But on the other hand, Haven and Kohdok both kinda need their legendary cards in order for their decks to work right. Haven's is literally her win condition. Kinda sucks that these 2 are basically unplayable without their rare card. Maybe once a little time has passed and power creep has set in, we can get these cards more easily. Another new thing is that they've changed the foiling they use for the cards, shifting away from the odd glitter they had before and over to this metallic look which, like the foils used by Mitos y Leyendas, complements the art a lot better in my opinion, especially when it comes to depicting things like surging power or glowing eyes. And I mean, these glittery foils can cause problems. Okay, it's my turn. I'm gonna play, it costs, and its effect is, Anyway, Genesis will return in early November this year, though I think some pre-release events are already happening. I'll probably be bringing my deck to PAX Unplugged again if they are there, hoping to fill out some core sets with my leftovers. Thanks again to Rising Empire Studios for the chance to look at this stuff, and until next time, this is Kohdok signing off.